All right, guys, so we are here at Cedar Ridge Campers in Kentucky, and we're picking up our camper today. I'm going to take you guys inside to take a look at that. I'm going to be working with Cedar Ridge to help them promote their teardrop AT model of the Vega, which this is not ours out here. We'll take inside and we'll look at the one they built for us. It was at a show this weekend. They just brought it back. And I'm going to have Tristan, the owner of the company, give us a tour, and we're going to take it out and we're going to camp tonight. So Cedar Ridge Campers, follow them on Instagram. All right, so just a quick walk around real fast while Tristan's getting a couple things. This is the Vega AT Light. This is the one that we're taking out of here. And I'm going to have him give us a tour of this whole thing and talk about the features and things of that nature when he comes back out here. I wanted to give you guys a quick walk around view of this teardrop style all-terrain trailer. It's a beautiful, beautiful trailer. 270 awning up there. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, we'll do a full walk around and talk about the features of it when Tristan comes back out. It's got an articulating hitch on the front. Nice heavy duty jack there. The thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful trailer. And as soon as Tristan's ready, we're gonna walk around here and talk about all the features of this bad boy. All right, guys, so this is Tristan, owner of Cedar Ridge Campers, and he's gonna walk us around this camper. But before he does that, I wanna kind of get a little bit of a history of the company for you and talk to you a little bit about this American-made camper. So Tristan, if you could kind of fill us in on your backstory, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so we really like camping, and I like to build stuff. And so I was one time back when we first started the company, I was looking online and I seen teardrop campers, and I was like, man, you know, I could build one of those. And the work I was doing right then, I had some spare time, and so I started building them just kind of as a hobby, and it just kind of took off from there. We were building them wood back then, and now we've switched to the full fiberglass composite. We've just kind of changed designs as the market demanded it, and now we have a really solid product here. Dave is going to be using one of our Vega Light AT trailers. So it's a stripped down version of our original Vega 2.0, which has a lot of fancy features and everything. This is a little more stripped down,
right,
a little more basic, but it still has all the amenities there. It's a real solid, a little more base model trailer.
Yep, no, that's all I need. I'm all about the basics, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. That's a great grassroots kind of story. You know, started at kind of a hobby, yep, and then turned it into something special, and that's kind of what I did with my business as well. And so, you know, I can really feel for that kind of story, and I'm glad to be working with you, and I really want to help you out. So let's take a walk around here and kind of look at the features of this bad boy.
For sure. Right. Yeah, maybe we'll start up front there, and we'll start up front and just kind of work our way around and back, maybe in the inside some.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, so this is the XT version of the Vega, or the Vega Light. And so basically that means it's the off-road version or extreme terrain version. We also have an all-terrain version, which wouldn't have quite all the articulating hitch, and it has a little lighter duty frame. But this one is the XT version. So it has the 2 by 3 inch square tubing frame, all galvanized, so you never have to worry about rust or anything. Then we have a Cruise Master articulating hitch up front with a handbrake, so you can lock your wheels while you're at camp, so you don't need wheel chocks. It's also really nice for when you're rolling around your trailer. Since we have the nice arc jack up front, it rolls around really easily, so if it starts getting away from you, you have a handbrake there to grab real quick. Also have a little storage platform up front in front of the refrigerator box, and propane. We have also propane inside this box up front here as well, which we'll show you here now. Let's open this up. Inside is our 20-pound propane tank, and it's plumbed to the rear. If you choose the 20-pound propane tank option, you can have it plumbed to the rear to either your stove, or if you have a water heater on this trailer. Up top on this box, we have a Roam 95-liter box. This is a nice place to put awning straps, anything that you can just throw in there. We also put our leveling jacks up there as well, which attach to the back of the trailer. Let's talk a little bit about our construction of our bodies. So it's all a full fiberglass composite. There's no wood in our trailers at all, so you never have to worry about rot. And then we take it a step farther, and we spray a polyurea coating over the entire trailer, basically making it 100% seamless everywhere, even the bottom, everything. There's nowhere for water to ever get into this trailer, so you can always stay dry while you're out camping. nobody wants to be wet. One thing we are really proud of on our trailers is our Arctic turn doors. We get these doors custom built for us. They're larger than any other door that's on any of the trailers on the market. We have the biggest door, so it's easy to get in and out of. One benefit of the Arctic turn doors is they come with the Arctic turn acrylic windows, which are insulated, and they also are an awning style window, which opens up so you can have it open while it's raining. Just a premium door all the way around. Also has a shade and a screen built into the door. So also you'll see on our chassis here we have a full rock slider, so you can use that. It's an actually usable rock slider, it's not just there for looks. Along with that, we run all of our wiring and hoses all up inside the frame, so there's nothing to get caught up on the trail. We have the Timbren 3,500 pound HD suspension with about a 32-inch tire on a 17-inch rim. All stand-on fenders, so you can easily get up on the fenders and access your roof rack. So if you have storage up there, it's easy to get to that. Let's move around to the back here. So one thing that really sets us apart from a lot of the other manufacturers is also our slide outs. On the Light, these are optional. On the 2.0, they come standard. But this is what we would call our pantry drawer. And if you'd rather not have these slide out options, you can just leave this a big gear tunnel under here where you could throw, lawn chairs, anything, just a nice open storage area. This one we have set up with our pantry drawer on this side. And then our stove sink combo is on the other side. I'll show you that quick since we're talking about the slide outs. So the stove and the sink slide out. Set this up real quick here. We run the Cook Partner stoves. They're just an indestructible, really good, high quality stove.
Been using Cook Partners for years. They are awesome stoves for sure. Been in lots of my videos.
And then we just use the collapsible sink. We found that to be the most useful. You don't have to worry about your water or a drain or anything. You can just use that. And also we have a cutlery drawer on the bottom here, which we have the propane hose in right now. A little bit about our slide outs. One of the reasons we really like our slide outs is, so if you have your sink and your stove actually in the galley, it makes a huge mess. And when we open this galley up, you'll also see you have a wide open counter space that is not obstructed with your stove and your sink. So if you have your stove and sink right actually in the countertop, it obviously, if you're frying bacon, which everybody does when they're camping, it just makes a big mess back here. So having it out the side, that is a great benefit. Back here, this trailer is fairly basic, just cabinetry, lots of deep cabinetry. It'll hold 12-inch skillets, no problem. Simple lights, they're also on dimmers. So got a dimmable switch there. Then we have a USB and 12-volt plug. Another thing on the back here, lights off. The back here, we also have a 200-watt solar panel option, which is a good way to keep your batteries topped off. This trailer comes standard with a 105 amp hour lithium battery system. It also comes with Victron solar charge controller, or a Victron Victron AC to DC charger comes standard. Solar charger with the 200-watt panels is an additional option on the Vega Light. On this side, we came around this side, we have our full-size spare tire. This comes standard with the Vega XT. It's a full-size spare tire mounted on top of the fender. It's not mounted to the wall, that way it doesn't put any extra stress on the wall, and everything's just mounted on the fender. Up top on this trailer, we have our 23-0 5-bar 270-degree awning. So that covers the back, covers your stove sink combo up really nice. So if it's raining or you don't want to get out of the sun, it's a really nice, adds a lot of shade. Up front here in the tongue box, on this side is where we store a refrigerator. And we have opted to always have the refrigerator up front on the Vega, keep it out of the galley. You can get a little larger refrigerator on the trailer this way with having the refrigerator up front, as well as it's not taking up extra precious space in the galley.
And so all this is hooked directly into the solar panel, and all you gotta do is turn it on, you're ready to rock and roll, right?
That's right, yeah.
This is awesome. Beautiful, man, beautiful.
Moving on to the interior, we got a full queen size bed. So it's actually 58 inches wide and 6'6" long. So it fits most people. There is some people longer than 6'6", but not very many. Got reading lights up front here, and they're a little touch light. So touch that little ring and it turns on the light. If you press and hold it, they also dim down. If you touch it again, see here, turns off, and you can have just a little blue ring, which is actually quite a bit of light at night. You'd be surprised how much that really does. Then we have a USB here on the side, so you can charge your phone on the little shelf. Also got cup holders standard on all of our trailers. Up top here, this is another thing that is we do custom and a lot of people really like, is a large stargazer window. It really, people that bother, or if they're claustrophobic or something like that in small spaces, this really opens up the cabin and really helps people like that out. Also, it's a really nice place for...
That's all magnetic, I like that.
Yep, got a blackout shade with magnetic.
Yeah, that's nice, man. No snaps to worry about, no zippers to mess with.
That's right. It's not Velcro, so it's not getting all full of fuzz.
I love
all
it.
the time,
I love it.
Up top, we have our Max Air fan. This is a 10-speed reversible fan, so you can suck air in or blow it out. And it also has a cover on the top, so you can have it open while it's raining, because you got to ventilate your trailers even while it's raining. Got large cabinetry on the interior. All of our cabinetry has little trigger latches, so they stay closed while you're going down the trail. In here, same type of lighting as in the galley, also dimmable. And then we have a porch light on each side. So that's what this light, or the little buttons on each side here, are for porch lights. And then we have USBs and 12-volt plugs also on the interior. Another thing, or another feature of the interior, which is a little bit hard to show just right off, is it also has under mattress storage, which we could fold this up and I could show you that as well. Up here we have a CO, carbon monoxide alarm, so that way you don't suffocate yourself in here. Yeah, now we have our mattress folded up. We have storage each side, and these are removable. They're pretty good size, about 3 inches deep. It's a really good place to store stuff you don't get to all the time, like extra towels, jackets. There's also a big compartment in the back that is for storage as well.
Well, this is a really nice patch of woods right here, and we're just boondocking right here up against it. Nice open field. Beautiful sunset going down over there. Got us a nice spot to boondock for the night. Got the old Cedar Ridge camper out. Of course, you got some personal protection there, out in the middle of nowhere like this. We're in southwestern Kentucky tonight. Beautiful night. It's been our first night in the Cedar Ridge camper. We've already fixed supper on the old Cook Partner stove. Of course, you know how much I love those. Got one of those in my Jeep all the time. And so far, I love this thing. We'll see how she sleeps tonight. Got the ice coast stocked up, ready to rock and roll for the evening. All right, guys, well, I'm on my way back to Ohio, and you know, most of the videos I shoot are kind of like vlog type videos. So I had to drive to Indiana on Saturday, drove down to Kentucky on Sunday to Cedar Ridge Campers. Picked up this Cedar Ridge camper from Tristan so I can show it off at a whole bunch of shows this year. I'm going to be at quite a few events and shows this year. My schedule's actually packed from now till mid-December. I don't think I have a single weekend off that I'm not either teaching or somewhere else at an event or a show or doing some other type of adventure that we're going to talk about in the future. But I've got several things planned. You guys are going to love it. I wanted to get this Cedar Ridge camper tested out tonight on the way back to Ohio. So I'm boondocking out here in southwest Kentucky tonight, and tomorrow we'll load up and head back to Ohio. I've got some things in store in the next couple weeks you guys aren't going to want to miss. There's talkers and there's doers, and baby, let me tell you something, we're doers. And you're going to see some really, really cool stuff coming up on this channel in the next month. that's gonna blow some people's minds, let me tell you. All right, boys, first night in the old Cedar Ridge camper here. You got the fan on up there, man. That thing is just awesome. Blowing some nice cool air in here. Got the window open. And man, oh man, this thing is great. Holy cow. This is gonna be like sleeping in a hotel. Unbelievable. I think I'm gonna pull this shade cover off up here. Get me some starlight in here too, for sure.